Let's focus on the burning issue of land now, and Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development Minister Thoko Didiza says the Inter-Ministerial Committee on Land Reform and Agriculture has responded to all recommendations that it has received. She was addressing media earlier on in Pretoria.
Our view as government is that the Inter-Ministerial Committee on Land and Agriculture, chaired by the Deputy President, addresses what the panel was recommending. And also, if one looks at the composition of the IMC, is not only national government, it also includes local municipalities through the participation of SALGA. And therefore, our view is that this process of the IMC does manage coordination as well as competing needs without removing legislative competence from those who have to undertake specific functions in relation to their line mandate.
Meanwhile, the Presidential Advisory Panel on Land Reform has recommended a review of the Ingonyama Trust Act. Government is still mulling over the issue of rural land tenure.
Their proposal is that there must be a review of Ingonyama Trust or maybe a repeal of that legislation. The view of government is that the issue of the Ingonyama Trust actually falls in the broad scope of tenure reform in South Africa, which is not yet concluded, and therefore it will be dealt with in that category of addressing the issue of rural tenure in South Africa. Actually, we do not yet have a definite policy positions on tenure reform in South Africa, whether we are going for a tenure system which is freehold and title, or we go for a multiplicity of tenure system. In the current moment, you have got a dispensation where freehold tenure and title, people can hold their land in their name and right. But the rural South Africans are still governed under multiplicity of legislation which puts the Minister of Land Affairs to be the custodian or a trusteeship on their land, and they are not holding them in their name and right. And that's the issue, in our view, that it's immediate, that must be addressed.